If we are fearless against the evils of the world, we can be everything we were in 1987.
Wow, aloha everyone, Frank here, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're taking a look at Wasteland 3, the new post-apocalyptic RPG from inXile Entertainment. Whether you bought it or got it for free on Game Pass, we have got 10 tips to get you started. Now, let's kick it off with number 1, watch your environment. Combat can start at the drop of a hat in Wasteland 3, meaning anything from an alleyway to a clothing shop can turn into a war zone. So make sure you take your time to check the area around you and find the best situation to succeed. Tip number 2, keep an eye on positioning. Combat is turn-based with your squad moving along a grid-line battlefield that is littered with full and half cover. Positioning is key as flanking is necessary to help ensure your shots land and aren't blocked. Tip number 3, use stealth to your advantage. If you enter an area full of enemies that haven't noticed you, then they will be surrounded by a red circle. This circle is their detection radius. Step into that radius and you are detected and combat begins. This also means that as long as you don't enter the radius, then you can move around freely and get a free shot off before the enemies notice. This will count as the start of your turn and burn some AP, but a preemptive strike is always a good strike. Tip number 4, use your action points carefully. In Wasteland 3, each character has their own personal amount of action points determined by their stats. These action points are spent to complete actions, however, each action has a different amount. This is even more important in terms of weaponry, as each weapon has a set amount of points needed to fire it. Tip number 5, be wary of friendly fire. Wasteland 3 in the higher difficulties has friendly fire turned on, meaning if a bullet misses its target, it may just hit your allies, especially since in this game, bullets don't just magically disappear when they miss their target, and they keep going until it is stopped by either a wall, an explosive barrel, or a squad member. Tip number 6 is skill management. Each character, unless you build a custom one, will come with their own set of traits and relearned skills. These are the backbone of the character in both combat and exploration. Making sure these preferred skills and others relate to them are leveled up and focused on is your path to success. Don't make all your characters a jack of all trades. Specialize them and hope they don't get a bullet in them. Tip number 7 is talk to everyone.
If I were you, I'd be looking for someone with a grudge against a Patriarch. Not exactly a short list, I know.
This is an RPG where you enter the world without an idea of what is going on. As the game likes to say, you are a stranger in a strange land. A land where everyone is out for themselves, and unless you know you're up from your down, then you are doomed. Talk to everyone, especially those with an icon on their head, and ask them everything. Tip number 8 is be mindful of your choices. Throughout your time in Wasteland 3, you'll be faced with a lot of dialogue options. Some good, some bad, some good that end up bad, and for everyone, you don't know the difference. Think before you speak, and whatever happens, just remember, you can't save everyone.
Please, Lucia. Please.
Tip number 9 is take the right companion. There are many different companions in the game, and many of them have personal connections to some of the events you will be part of. Having them around will give you special dialogue and interactions that you wouldn't get with others. So make sure you have the right companion for the right interactions. And finally, tip number 10 is search everything. If you want to be in top condition during your time in the nuclear winter Colorado, then make sure to check everything and scavenge everything useful. Whether it's new guns, armor, consumables, or just junk, everything can be useful if you find the right way to use it. Hopefully those tips help you on your journey through Colorado. If you have any questions or anything for us, please let us know in the comments below. I'm Frank, this is The Game Show. We'll see you again soon.